Michael, so much of your music is really intimately connected with New Mexico, and this piece is certainly a part of that aspect of your work. And in this case, it has this very special quality of the wind imagery, and I love the way that that really animates the piece. And especially in this fourth movement, it seems to me that the music is very much about movement.
Oh yeah, it is. Like I say, this is from 40 years ago. Ensemble of Santa Fe commissioned it, excuse me, for flute, oboe, and harp. And when I was sitting down to write, they wanted a fairly long four-movement piece.
Hmm.
I remembered that I had recently visited a favorite haunt up in the mountains that I had visited. I realized in all different times of year and weather and wind coming from each of the four cardinal directions. And so I felt like I had experienced uh, the spirit of the land and the people that lived on it coming to me from those different directions. So
Mm.
that was kind of how it got started. And of course, this being the fourth, we're only hearing the fourth movement today, West, it is lively, upbeat, very accessible, but lots of motion. It does have actually slight hints of the motives of the previous three movements. I tend to like to do that sometimes. But these folks at the Astralis Chamber Ensemble heard the CD that this is on, that was recorded by Ensemble Santa Fe, and decided to try it with flute and piccolo trumpet in place of oboe and harp. And I at first thought, well, that's kind of odd. But then when I heard it, I loved it. I thought it would, and they play so well.
Yeah, it sounds really, really great. There's a very thoughtful section, a sort of a change of emotional tone in the middle.
Mhm.
Was that there because of a sort of a pictographic image, or was that really just born out of the music's own needs and flow?
I felt like it was time. It's about a 5 minute movement, and I felt like it was time there to have a brief respite. But it also probably, at least subliminally, was a reminder of standing there and feeling not a constant wind, but something
Hmm.
that came and went. And with each time that it would come, I would think of where it had been, that kind of thing.
Hmm. Hmm. This is perhaps a little inside baseball, but I love the combination of the sort of Lydian and Mixolydian modes, which to me reminds me very much of the natural overtone series, sort of as you go from partials 6 up to 12, and bears with it then a kind of quality of the whistling of the wind.
Right.
Um, I don't know if that if that's just me imagining or
No,
projecting.
it's actually was a part of what I set out to do because, as I explained to one of my comp students, when you're standing on a high point and you're looking over this particular precipice and tempted to be like a bird and fly, and then you're looking over one over here and you want to fly that way. Lydian, of course, takes you one key higher. You would in the circle of fifths, and Mixolydian the other way. So that in a sense, it's like you're standing there being pushed and pulled back and forth by
Yeah,
various directions.
yeah. It gives the movement a kind of a swirling quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
Well, thanks.